What if I told you that leadership is not about being in charge? That is actually about taking care of those in your charge. Simon Sinek said that best. Let's catch up. Let's go. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Noan El Boricua, and I'm excited to be able to come back and give you a brand new video, not just on YouTube, but if you're here on Instagram, or maybe you're listening via podcast in your car, or maybe you're on the walk, you're working out. Thank you so much, as always. If you feel any value in all that I get the chance to share with you, go ahead and subscribe, hit a like, maybe share it with someone that you might mentor, or maybe share it with someone that needs to hear this. But all that to say, I'm just super excited. I'm getting over a cough, so there might have to be some cuts here because I've been coughing a lot. But just got over a little bit of a cold. But I'm excited because of the fact that there's been a lot going on within Latino Heritage Month. There's been a lot going on in general in life for me. So a couple things that I want to say first and foremost. I want to give a special shout out to the Latino Student Association Business Student Association program at Cal State Dominguez Hills here in LA or south of LA. I had a chance to be able to do a LinkedIn workshop with all of the students within that association of the Latino business. And I'm totally murdering that. I am so sorry. But it was really great just to be able to go and talk to a few dozen students. And really, I think one of the biggest takeaways that I got that was a huge compliment without saying their name was they could have totally gone on ChatGPT and look at the do's and don'ts, but it was the storytelling and the examples and the intricacies that I gave that really was captivating for them. I am beyond grateful for that. Thank you so much. And my hope is that maybe you want to know some more. Let me know. I also want to say thank you to those. Look, I hit 5,000 followers on LinkedIn and I had the chance to be able to reach out. I'm excited because at the time of this recording, I'll be kicking off many of those conversations. So I'll probably do it down the road again, giving 30 minutes, whatever you want to talk about. The only thing I will say this is not about you trying to get a job where I work at. It's really understand how do we level you up in all that you're getting after. The other thing I want to touch on here as we're celebrating Hoy Más Que Nunca within our Latin community, I had a chance, thanks to my job, to be able to go to the Velocity Conference where a lot of Latin professionals and celebrities and entrepreneurs and you name it, they were there and it was a really great chance. Got to give a special shout out to the show and Ted Lasso with Danny Rojas, but the actor Cristobal who portrays Danny Rojas. Man, I'm too excited right now. It was really great just to meet him and our Latino Friends Network, or for those that know it as an ERG. We were really stoked to be able to just meet him at lunch, take a photo with him. That was a really dope moment. Super down to earth, an amazing team that you have. Mi respeto, la verdad. Muchas gracias por todo. It was a great time just to be able to connect with other people. And then we even got to meet Selena's sister. Uh, again, just super dope moment. I got a chance to tell her, like, hey, you're a drummer, I'm a drummer. So it was a really dope moment to be able to do that. The other thing I had a chance to be a part of was Legacy Conference LA. And this is something that's really dope within the faith-based context of like working within urban cities and how do we disciple, how do we make impact. Shout out to my boy Alexander James that gave an amazing workshop on if you are Moses or a Pharaoh and how does that show up in the workplace and in churches. An amazing workshop. I was super blown away. Also, shout out to Preston Perry and just really the whole team at Legacy. It was a really great moment to be able to see that. So there's been a lot going on. There's more still coming down the road, but I just kind of want to say that because for me, this video is going to be another special like mini tribute, but more importantly, a thank you and a lesson here for many of you that when you make a connection or when you put yourself out there, you just never know the people that you may connect with. So who am I talking about? Let's get into that. So this month, at the time of this recording, I will be hitting 8 years navigating the corporate space as within the talent recruitment space, right, of HR. And I think a lot of times, and I'm gonna have to look to my side here, but um, When you're trying to navigate business, life, staying true and authentically yourself, right? True to who you are, you just don't need the strategies. You don't just need frameworks. You need people who remind you of your value, your worth, and potential. And I want to say thank you to someone that actually has done that over the past couple years for me navigating and how do I level myself up to ensure that I stay sharp and that I am valued to whoever crosses paths professionally or in the community. And also, this individual not only became a mentor, but they eventually became a good friend and really an ally in my corner as I've learned how to navigate what it is to be in this business world, no matter if it's at Nike or any other company. Lauren Gallo, this video's for you. You know what's wild? And I'm talking to you, Lauren. I wanted to take a photo with you, and we totally forgot because we just got so caught up in the moment, but it's all good. Lauren, I want to say thank you for believing in me when we didn't even officially know each other yet. Backstory. And I don't know if Lauren, if you remember this, but I remember following Lauren Gallo on, I think it was on Instagram, and also following her on LinkedIn. And somehow I think, if, and correct me if I'm wrong, she found my videos. So these videos that you watch, I started on literally, I don't have my phone on me, but I literally started them from my phone. And, every single Friday was Fio Pasión Friday. And she saw these videos. So we at work cross at a point in the lobby, and I eventually, present myself, elevator pitch, right? And she actually says, "Oh, my fiance and I, we watch your videos." And I was taken back by that. And I will say this, Lauren is very direct, but very intentional, where she was kind of like, does your manager, she even asked me, who is your manager? And I thought Lauren knew everybody in the company. I was like, oh man, she must be high up there, man. I gotta let her know. So I let her know at the time who my leader was, Mia Foot. And she goes, does she know how good you are? Does she know how well you speak? Does she know? And I'm like, yes, yes, and yes. And she said, good. And let me tell you, she literally went like that. Now, Lauren, Italian background from New York, like, she got in my space, and I was like, "Oh, snap," like, "Yo, we serious." And I appreciated that. She told me, "Set up some time, would love to get to talk to you and get to know you more." So, over the past few years, that's exactly that. Lauren, you are someone that's so busy, but you are always willing to find time, and when you do sit down, here's a lesson for all of you out there that are moving up to space. Never forget where you came from. Lauren, you have yet to forget that. You are constantly willing to sit and be immersed in the individuals, me, myself personally, for the sake of this video, but every single person has been impacted by you, Lauren, because you are so intentional and direct, but you have a love and this inspirational mindset of always thinking, how do we level up? How do we stay true to who we are? And how do we ensure that we answer the calling? I want to say thank you for that, Lauren. And there's a couple other things I want to share with you because, you know, you guys don't know this. When I found out that her and Simon Sinek know each other, I'm just putting it out there, Lauren. I remember she gave me a book, and I read the book, and I've read it 3 times. I've read a lot of Simon Sinek's books, but I think it was very particular because it was like the timing of that. And I'll put a photo of the book if you guys want to check it out. And I think for me, it was something that I was just like, yo, I gotta stay tapped in. But the beauty about Lauren, she doesn't seek the spotlight. She's nowhere always putting herself out there on photos and just videos and things like that. Like, she is clearly the producer behind the camera. She's clearly that person that's behind the mic, or not behind, like, in the studio, creating greatness, because that's who you are, Lauren. I tell people that in order to be great, you need to surround yourself with greatness. Lauren, I am great because of your greatness. I appreciate you for all that you've done. Over the years, you have given me insights to business, people, resilience, but more importantly, you always made sure that I never gave up on myself. Like, you literally would get in close and make sure. And I want to say thank you for that. I'm not going to share for the sake of sharing of where you're going, but I know that you will no longer be at our brand. But I'm excited to where you're going because they don't know who's coming. I mean, I assume that the person that hired you, they know, but you get what I'm saying. And Lauren, I know you know this, and for all of you that are listening and watching, Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. I want to finish it. Lauren, you embody that truth because your why has always been to like see others do their thing, invest in others, to build people up and help them see their possibilities that someone like me sometimes have missed. So Lauren, and for all of you mentors out there and all of you that are just maybe trying to navigate this, muchas gracias de lo profundo de mi corazón. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Lauren, this is not like you're still my friend and my mentor, but I just want to say thank you for really getting me to level set. I don't want to share our last conversation because I find that that is something very personal that you and I shared. You're a real one, and I appreciate you, Lauren. And I hope that other leaders can be leaders like you, and other professionals can be professionals like you. Other human beings can be like you. Look, you are a truly an amazing, intelligent, like visionary, like you have a lot to offer, and I can see why the work that we've done has been amazing. But I also know the work that you're about to get to do is going to be that much greater. I want to close this out, and I don't want to get emotional, so I'm going to just read this. For any of you guys that are watching, this is your reminder. Who is that person in your life who believed in you even before you believed in yourself? I want you to reach out to them and say thank you, muchas gracias. Why? Because impact multiplies when gratitude is spoken loudly. It multiplies when gratitude is spoken loudly. So say thank you. Reach out. Don't just text them. Give them a call. Go for a cup of coffee. Whatever that looks like. Like, I want you to reach out to them. Lauren, I want to say thank you. And I've done some really great things because of you outside of the workplace. That's why I'm grateful for you. And I always have those little statements in the back of my head that you've given me. And maybe one day I'll share them. But for the sake of this video and just really for the sake of me not getting very emotional, I pride myself of making sure that I say thank you. I want to give those flowers out. I make sure I do that now because it's intentional and it's on purpose. I need all of us to do that. Look, for those of us that celebrate Latino Heritage Month, who is the Latino, that Latina that you are so grateful for? Look, it could be mamá y papá, it could be abuelita, it could be tu tío, but please tell them thank you. And if it can't be verbal, embrace them, give them a hug, give them that handshake, or write them a letter. Do something, because look, we are so unique in our stories and we are so woven tightly together. And sometimes we don't realize that our stories are truly connected. That's why hoy más que nunca, Lauren, muchas gracias por todo lo que tú has hecho para mí. I appreciate you. So as always, if you guys can, check us out at fieldpassionpodcast.com. I recently just did a video on Nelson Ferris. He just retired, 52 years at Nike. And look, if there's anything forwarded to minute 7 and just watch the last 3 minutes, I think you're going to find some value in that. But it's about storytelling. It's about owning your story. But as Lauren and Nelson and a lot of great people have said, you got to master what's in front of you. So hopefully you can check out that latest episode that I did. But check us out on that website, fieldpassionpodcast.com. And yeah, immerse yourself dentro de la cultura, grow in your faith, and make those conexiones. Y como dice mi abuelita, que Dios te bendiga.